And I'm reaching out to all the politicians on that. You're tuning into Black on Fire.
1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment. You're now listening to the best music.
Feel the freshness.
I wanna show you how you are my everything. I won't change my mind. I have nothing to hide. I've already decided. It's you. Tell me you. Tukika pamoja. Maneno zote za nitoka. It's you. Tell me.
You're now listening to the best music.
Feel the freshness.
One hit at a time.
Promise I'm not trying to run away. I've had you many times.
Happy Friday, family. How we doing? We made it through the end of the week. Welcome to another conversation here with me. My name is Iwatson Longoria on the Black Hot Fire Radio Network, Media of the 21st Century. Thank you for joining us live on TikTok. Mosquito, what's goody? Elias Kagundi or Kayundi. I'm so sorry. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And everybody joining me live on YouTube, Beatrice and Rambo. How are we doing? Welcome again to another redefining conversation. I'm literally talking about redefining conversation, Daryl Mosquito. And today's conversation is about the legacy of colonization. But remember, you can download our app on the Google Play Store, stream on www.blackoutfirenetwork.com for amazing healthy supplements, apparel clothing with the Blackout Fire Radio logo on it. On the playlist today is Fancy Fingers featuring Jirai. It's you.
Tukika pamoja. Maneno zote za nitoka. It's you. Tell me you. Bado nitangoja. Mimi na wako siku moja. Promise I'm not trying to run away. I've had you many times before. What can I say? Nivile wanijua, na niko sure. Huwezi acha niende wagoja jua.
Thank you for the gifts, Eric Nash. Thank you for liking the screen. Barton Katie and Sunny, what's goody? I can see Make Let Man. How are you doing?
My mind, all I need is a sign. Tell me if you're down, so come to me, 'cause it's you. Tell me you. Tukika pamoja. Maneno zote za nitoka. It's you. Tell me you. Bado nitangoja. Mimi na wako siku moja.
And I'm reaching out to all the politicians on the African continent. You're tuning into Black on Fire Radio.
You're now listening to the best music. 1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
Right away, welcome again, family. On Let's Talk with Irritan. General Mosquito, I've seen your comment. I hope all is well, and literally I'll be waiting on you on YouTube. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. My name is Irritan Mongolia, the host of Let's Talk with Irritan here on the Black Hot Fire Radio Network. Thank you, Katie and Sunny, for the gifts and the likes, and I hope you're doing great this beautiful afternoon. Today's conversation is about the legacy of colonization and how it left Africa, how actually it planted this inferiority complex, and how we actually view the white race up to now, and also how it actually affected our political economic sector. But right away, before we start the conversation, please listen in to the health and benefits of what we do have on our website, the likes of beetroot, more T vitamin, ashwagandha, brain focus, amazing supplements you definitely order for yourself because you have a purpose to fulfill. So you gotta stay healthy and drink lots of water. Also, have yourself a beautiful, beautiful weekend. But before that, before you start on the weekend, remember to have amazing supplements. Right away, I'll play the video we do have of feature to give you the understanding of what you definitely be expecting as you're ordering our supplement.
Beetroot, nature's powerhouse. Packed with vitamins, antioxidants, and nitrates, it's known to support heart health, boost stamina, and improve blood circulation. Our beetroot is naturally grown and harvested at peak ripeness. The roots are cleaned, dried, and finely ground to preserve their rich nutrition content, giving you all the benefits in one pure form. Add 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder to your juice, smoothie, or water, or take it in capsule form as recommended by your healthcare provider. Beetroot helps enhance endurance, lower blood pressure, and keep you feeling energized and balanced all day. Fuel your body with the natural power of beetroot. Stay strong, stay healthy. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
$20.90. You'll get yourself some beetroot. Also, we do have the likes of Manuka Honey Coffee for $59.90. Super, super affordable. Today's conversation is about the legacy of colonization. I believe we all do have an understanding of how that was and how it is right now. Also, the United States of America, also Europe, name it, has actually been built on the foundation of lies, control, all evil atrocity, because it all started in Africa. It's still continuing right now, right? The foundation of the United States of America is super, super dire in the sense of it's not built on things that are super positive. But we'll definitely delve into that understanding or basically that conversation. Also, it will bring us back to the concept that as Africans, we have to wake up. We have to understand that without Africa, there's no United States of America, there is no Europe. And that's why even now they'll always try everything to be ahead of us because they definitely understand that without Africa, there will definitely not exist. We're having this conversation at the fact that, you know what, it always has been a form of control. And even right now, we're not free. We're trying this generation. I'm actually super um, excited to know that we have people who question things, but also they are always ahead of time in regards to how can they actually formulate new ways to control and also to gain more power on how they can continue to manipulate us because we do have to scrape up the inferiority complex that we do have as Africans. We have to wake up and understand who we are. We have to wake up and take charge. Yes, kudos to Burkina Faso. We do have Ibrahim Captain who's actually doing amazing, but we need 10 of those individuals in different countries, right? We need more of them. Before I continue, let's listen in to this video actually talking about that right away, the one and only Joshua Maponga.
Cultural money into business. The next billionaires that are coming up out of Africa are not billionaires. I saw this morning someone wrote on my Facebook page, oh, the whole of Africa does not have the money that Zuckerberg has. Zuckerberg has 179 billion in his account. The whole of African governments put together, they don't have that kind of money. I wrote back to him and said, shut up, you fool. Each one of those $100 bills, it's 18 cents to print it. And if Zuckerberg can walk to the central bank tomorrow and ask for the gold equivalent to 179 billion, you'll kill him before he leaves the bank.
Because it's not real worth, it's just pieces of paper. Real worth is literally what we do have. The minerals that they are always after each and every time. That's the real money. It's not the paper that they print. The real wealth is what we're sitting and sleeping on as Africans.
Zuckerberg is not rich in 18 cents. 18 cents not. Then you count the 179 billion. 18 cents pieces of paper. That's what these Europeans are doing when they come to Africa. They bring bags and bags of 18 cents. Or the US dollars. Then they buy real materials. Real gold. They buy real gold with 18 cents. Pieces of paper. Go tell Honorable Haka India. I'm saying this myself from my office. I'm not joking. There's not a single drop of gold that must leave Zambia ever again.
We should definitely have such rules and regulation, but sadly, we do have leaders as puppets. So that's very sad. If we have leaders, conscious leaders who can implement such rules and regulation, no kind of resource is going to leave our continent at all. Can you imagine where Africa will be if that decision can be made?
Well, here's the solution. We mine our gold, we take our gold to the reserve bank, and then we print kwachas equivalent to the gold that we have. That's the only way we can make a sustainable economy. There's no mathematics. Don't call accountants. Don't call them. They have failed to date. Now take science from a bushman. Take science from a caveman. Don't promise me and write me promissory notes when what you have promised me is not available. Simple solution. Put an embargo on gold. Zimbabwe has done it. Thumbs up. You may laugh as much as you want. It's a matter of time. You will know what I'm talking about. Burkina Faso has done it. It's a matter of time. Yes, Burkina Faso is heading for trouble right now in terms of sanctions. We were there for 21 years. We say, Aluta continua to Burkina Faso. The new type of leaders we are looking for in Africa are not puppets of the West. We're looking for a new breed of leaders. Ask Ruto if you don't think what I'm talking about. We tell you as
That is so true. There's a video I will definitely be sharing where the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua is talking about the fact that they used to fake projects, and also the fact that they used to actually put a front that, you know what, is a project of how many millions of Kenyan shillings, but there's nothing like that. And they were talking behind the scene that, you know what, these people are easy to manipulate. Don't worry about them. You can just, hide their hopes super high, and they're gonna buy it. And can you imagine if our own people actually viewers like that? What about the Americans, the Europeans? It's worse.
to Burkina Faso. The new type of leaders we are looking for in Africa are not puppets of the West. We're looking for a new breed of leaders. Ask Ruto if you don't think what I'm talking about. We tell you as leaders, stop being friends with these Americans. Stop it. Stop being friends with these British. We were there before. Cruel for you to come into my house. You rape my children. You abuse me and everything else. Jiggy jiggy. The following day you're coming. I'm here as your therapist. I'm here to help you to recover from your trauma. Shut up, for crying out loud. What do you know about trauma? What do you know about trauma? What do you know about trauma? What do you want to tell me? You want to help me to recover? The sight of you is trauma again. Allow us to recover. Let's look for our new abusers.
I can see Gitungati is saying one time. Okay.
For new relationships. Let's look for new interactions. Let's recover. That's the idea. That's the idea. We want to recover first. Then we will engage you at another level.
And it's so sad to see that our own leaders, a lot of leaders that we do have in Africa, and that's why Africa has super been impoverished for years. Literally, no growth, no signs of independence. Okay, at least when Captain Ibrahim rose up, right? But right away, in regards to the fact that why we are where we are, it's because we do have people who are collaborating with these individuals who actually have the mentality, always had this mentality of overpowering the African community, controlling the African community with people who look like you and me, because they're going to be looking for individuals who are super, super greedy. First of all, greed is one thing which is actually has started all this, because we do have individuals, African individuals, who are super greedy, or they have the greed for power. They've never had that before. And also, you can imagine the fact that it's an inferiority complex mentality playing in this. I don't even call it a game because it's a reality. Because the white race has an inferiority complex. Like, how can these people be so powerful and great? So they had to intertwine the whole concept to actually transfer the same mentality that they do have to us because we were all living in the Ubuntu spirit. Everybody had more than enough. We didn't have any signs of conflict. We were not hating on each other. It was you are because I am, right? Until colonization started, right? And we do have leaders that you can call them leaders who've adopted the same mentality right away, right now. The leaders that we do have right now. Because if I am a leader with the best interests for my people, you'll definitely see a difference in the political, economic, social sector. You'll see a difference in all ways. But right now, like since you actually understood to pronounce your name, have you seen any difference? Literally, not at all. It's because of the same leaders that we do have who are actually in um they have so much hunger for power, not realizing it's an inferiority complex that has been projected on the African mindset. And that's why that's the first thing that we should scrape off. The mentality that we are not good enough, the mentality that we need help, the mentality that we're looking up to people as saviors. That's so wrong. Like I say, MLA, how you doing? Long time no see. I hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, whatever you are. But I want to play some video in regards to what Joshua Mapongo is talking about right now, because I can say we do have individuals right now in positions who are actually ruling us as the white people would because they have adopted the same mentality. They relate so well, and also actually they're actually learning from these people. So I will play this video. We'll discuss about it in a bit as I basically share more of what Joshua Maponga is talking about. But thank you everybody for joining me live on TikTok. I hope you're having a great time here with me. Very defining moments, I can say.
Tunaenda kufungua barabara na anajua there is no budget, there is no money. Matiga inabebwa, matrakta nini, anaenda anachukua bendera, anaanzisha. Tunaingia ndege, tunaenda, matinga inatufuata. Sasa nikaenda nikamwambia rais, hii uongozi itatumaliza. Sema bana, hii raia ni watu ya kupangwa namna hii namna hii. There is still time, wewe acha tupanga hii watu. Namwambia but we promise. Anasema hiyo ilikuwa ni campaign bana. Tulikuwa tunaenda kufungua barabara na anajua there is no budget, there is no money. Matiga inabebwa, matrakta nini, anaenda anachukua bendera, anaanzisha. Tunaingia ndege, tunaenda, matinga inatufuata. Sasa nikaenda nikamwambia rais, hii uongozi itatumaliza. Sema bana, hii raia ni watu ya kupangwa namna hii namna hii.
These are the kind of leaders we do have right now. For the ones who cannot understand what he's saying, this is the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua who revealed how they allegedly used to fake project launches, posing with tractors for projects that had no budget, knowing Kenyans would usually fall for it. I'm going to repeat that again. He revealed how they allegedly used to fake project launches, posing with tractors for projects that had no budgets, knowing Kenyans will usually fall for it. They know we are so easy to control. Whatever you tell the citizens, they're going to fall for it. And that's why religion has been one form of control. Religion has been one major form to control the African community.
Convert your indigenous medicine into technology. But you educated people are the weakest people. Because you have gone to school, but school is not going to you. How do you fail to convert your own indigenous knowledge into acceptable, well-packaged, marketed, intellectually registered items that are on the shelf? Come on, guys. Can I give someone a challenge right here? Package him. I'll be the first person. Him. No, you package import, put it into those nice King's bottles, package it, register it, intellectually, farm, package it, patent it, and put it on the market. What stops you? The next billionaires will walk back into the village while others are laughing. The Congress is in the cave. He's putting on men. Congress, what he's doing. They don't understand the amount of knowledge that is still available on the ground that is not yet even been tapped into. Hey, Granny, you go home right now, Granny, I have a toothache. The grandmother just go behind the house there, pick that small little thing there, hey, bite on it, and the teeth goes by. Teeth goes by. And you, educated as you are, it has never dawned on you that your mother is a dentist. I'm asking you. I'm asking you. It has never crossed your mind.
It's actually gone back to herbal medicines and actually the indigenous real medicine that we should be using. Everything has been tampered with right now because the agenda has always been to diminish the African community. And that's why we do have a lot of processed food, which is making us all sick. You can name it. I know you are thinking about it right now, but we do not want to actually consume the indigenous medicinals that we do have or foods that are super healthy because we are nature. Nature is connected to the Africans, literally. And that's why you can download our app on the Google Play Store. Get yourself some amazing, amazing Big Truth multivitamin, Ashok Wonder, Manuka honey coffee, all natural supplements. In regards to that, I'm going to actually share some of the supplements we do have on our website to give you an understanding of what you should definitely be expecting.
Fuel your body with complete multivitamin, the perfect balance of essential nutrients for daily health and wellness. Carefully formulated from natural ingredients, our multivitamin packs vitamins A, C, D, E, plus key minerals like zinc and magnesium to support your immune system and boost energy. Just one tablet a day is all you need. Take it with water and feel the difference as prescribed by your healthcare provider. Stay active, stay strong, stay ready with Complete Multivitamin, your daily dose of vitality. Complete Multivitamin, simple, powerful nutrition. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition store.
Only $32.90, you'll get yourself some amazing supplements over there. Get yourself some Big Truth for $20.90. We have to actually go back to our indigenous way of consuming natural foods and also natural herbal medicine.
But you are bleeding, your nose, you have nosebleed. And then grandma picks up that cow dung and that cow dung puts it on a piece of stone and says, put your nose here. And you sniff, and it dries up. Never dawned on you that your mother, your grandmother is a doctor. The GP, full GP. And all these technologies, sciences, are still sitting with our forefathers, our grandmothers, whom we call now our ancestors. Our knowledge of our history teaches us more about ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
When you cut off your ancestral knowledge, you are going to be struggling with public information.
And that's the real education over there. This is the real education that we should be learning in schools. This is the real thing that we should be learning. Everything to do with ours.
Never allow, number 5, your children to get married to anyone when you have not seen their grandfather's graves. Before you marry my child, I need a graveyard tour. I want to know how many murderers are lying there. I want to know how many thieves are lying there. I want to know the age limits of people that are lying there. And that information is very important for me before I make up my decision. Many of us who get married in discos, light is off. Hey, did you see that one? Did you see that one? Which one? Wait, when the light comes, that one. No. We need some little bit of respect.
That is so
But
true.
these things are not as easy as we say that they are. We need to understand where the roots are. Then we can understand what kind of fruits are coming out of this. So activate ancestral memory. Activate ancestral memory. Number 6, improve on your diet.
Mm-hmm.
Improve on your diet.
That's my favorite subject. Improve on your diet, honey. Because you are what you consume. You are what you consume. And also, we have to understand that our genetics is super different. Let me say also, our immune system is super different from other races. So, if you're consuming foods that are not aligning with our immunity, that's a problem. That's a big problem.
Improve on your diet. Reduce eating. Someone lied to you that must eat 3 times.
Yes, that was not true. Yes, I definitely agree with you. You don't have to eat 3 times a day. No, no, no.
The person was a demon, the devil. In our ancient days, I don't remember eating 3 times a day.
There is beauty and power in fasting. Literally, there is. There is. Because when you're actually in the season of fasting, there are like some organs in your body that are actually healing themselves, you know, doing a lot of detoxing. And actually, this affects on how your outer appearance looks like.
We used to eat 1 meal a day. If you are lucky, you will find that Nishima that slept last night, what do you call it? Chimbal, the fermented one. Then you'll be lucky to hold something in the morning. Otherwise, it's go and go. We'll put a bit of milk in our mouth, eat some few berries during the day, and watch and eat, and we would have the last first meal was in the evening when you came back home. And so this whole thing of 3 meals a day, they eat like a king in the morning, they eat like a queen in the afternoon, they eat like a princess in the evening. All this LNG white material of yours will confuse you. We are suffering at an age of too much eating. I am saying so.
Emil A is letting me know that he's Asian, not black. That's not a problem at all, Emil A. You're good though?
Because medically speaking, intermittent fasting is healthy.
Yes, super, super healthy. Intermittent fasting is super healthy. But that's not how we were taught, right? Because we were taught on the European system on how to live, on how to eat, on how to do everything. Their system is the best of all time than ours. We've been taught they're super high qualified in everything. So whatever they tell you, they're 100% right, and you should never ever question it.
For the human body, it activates your mind. Sleep as much as possible with empty stomachs. Come on, guys. Give your stomach a break. You can't be a factory of manufacturing waste constantly.
I am really sorry to hear that, Emily. I hope you're doing better. Yeah? I hope you're actually consuming a lot of vegetables and fruits and basically a healthy diet. I'm really sorry about that.
Constantly. I'm serious. This is not right. This is not right. I eat once a day, sometimes once in 2 days. Do I look any thinner? Do I look healthy? I want when I sleep in the night and I give my mind an assignment. Hey, I'm struggling with this issue. My mind must get to work. And I get visions and dreams. I get into places. I've sat in councils during the night and I've traveled far and wide. I have even seen some places I can't mention for religious reasons. I've seen all of you. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Sounds funny, but I'm not joking. I've seen all of you. Even some of the battles that I go through, I have seen them.
because the creator wants to be connected with you, right? Remember, we are told not to question anything, but the creator wants to be connected with you. He wants you to be aligned in the parts that he's actually, designed for you. So if you're not connected to the creator, you're actually wandering through this life just doing wastefulness of things. I can say not knowing who you are, not understanding what's really happening because you are not aligned. You're not connected to the creator who wants to show you the path. Honestly, what he's saying is so true because a lot of things are going to be revealed to you. As Africans, we're actually natural psyches.
Ahead of schedule. Why? Because my body was ready to tap into these realms and access this knowledge. And there's no mystery. There's no mystery about Maponga J. I'm giving you the recipe which can equally work for you. Number 7, try and live at peace with as many people as possible.
Yeah.
Because bad energy blocks the chakras. Oh, sorry, I'm using wrong language now. Bad energy pollutes the spirit. Bad energy blocks the mind. Bad energy attracts wrong energy.
Yes.
Even that's why some of your business.
Yes, I agree with this. Yes, try your best to be at peace with everybody. Try your best to just be at peace, to walk in love, and be at peace with everybody. That's really important.
Fail and your deals don't go through because there are things in your system. We see you with a good business plan, but your spirit, man, you don't taste good.
Have you heard about low vibration, high vibration? This is it.
There's something that is not right here. Have you felt like that? The business plan is fine, the figures are fine, but you look at the person, but you can't just feel them. You can't just feel them. My gut is telling me otherwise. Then try and live in harmony with all men. Live in harmony with everybody. If I should be a preacher, all men, nothing except love. One credit you must have, it is to love people. Number 8, treat your appetite for power in humility. How do you do that? When you make your money, make some few envelopes. 7 is a good number. Make them 3, 4, but 6, 7 is.
That's amazing, Emil. That's look at you. Look at you. That's really amazing. For 3 years, I hope that's going well. If you can have control over it, there's nothing that is impossible. That's really nice. If you really abstained alcohol for 3 years, that's congratulations, Emily.
Put some little bit of money in each envelope. Teach me a trick now how to cure your money.
You just need to be disciplined, and everything is just a matter of choice and a decision that you can make. That's all. Just wake up one day, you're like, I'm just really done with this, because it all becomes a cycle if you don't change the habits that are not aligning you to be in a high vibrational frequency. You have to just say no to things which are not vibrating you high to a frequency that you can actually be aligned to the creator, or actually be aligned with yourself. Let me say that. And you definitely understand, like, every day, whatever you do every day becomes a habit, becomes a lifestyle. It's a fact. So if you have things that you do every day, literally little by little they become habits, and it becomes a lifestyle. So whatever you do each and every day, are you happy with the decisions that you've made regarding your lifestyle right now?
Of disease. Put a little bit of money in each envelope as your heart desires. Find a blind person, put your envelope. Let the Lord open up eyes.
I have faith in you, Emily. I definitely have faith in you. You can do it. You can do it. I know.
A crippled person, give an envelope. Wherever my transactions are crippled, please can they be straight. Find out, wherever it's barren, can you please open the doors? Use the moments of other people's advantages, disadvantages as portals for your advantages. Plug into other people's pain with your blessing and evoke out of them a prayer for you. When they say to you, God bless you, that will be the best prayer you've ever received in your life. Oh, Feel like preaching now. Feel like preaching now. I feel like preaching right here. Unlock your potential. Hence, before I started the service, I almost did it right here. But I felt some of you're still in kindergarten and you are not yet ready for the bishop in his mischief. I usually carry my beautiful cup here, which is made out of a cow horn all the way from Uganda. And I usually put my water in here before I talk, and then I pour it on the ground. I call that a libation. Oh, Fundis, what are you doing? What you are praying for, that's what you must be willing to give away. Elijah is praying for the rain. What was the offering? Bucket of water. Pour them on the offering. Pour the water on them. Then after you've poured it on the ground, then call it from the sky. How many? Did you hear me? Did you hear me? Many of you call yourself Christians, but you have not yet even grown to have the faith of Hannah, who is mocked and ridiculed for being barren. And she goes to the house of the Lord to pray for a child. And when she receives the child, little did God and the priest know she did not need the child. The child was for God. That which she needed the most was not for her, but for the one who would give it to her. Then in the opening of the passage it says, and Hannah went to the house of the Lord. Underline that part on chapter 1. And on chapter 2, Hannah was pregnant. Somewhere on verse 21 there, then it says, and the Lord visited Hannah. She had number 2. And the Lord visited Hannah. She had number 3. And the Lord visited Hannah. She had number 4. And the Lord visited Hannah. She had number 5. Hannah ended up with 6 children, but she only prayed for 1. Oh, come on, someone ask me what's happening here. Ask me what's happening here. There are certain prayers you only need to pray once, and God will visit you 5 times more. Do the first thing right and give God an assignment to constantly be at your door. Do you need some more? Do you need some more?
Thank you, MLA, for joining me. I can see Fearless Frenzy, Shack Hills. I can see Benji. How you're doing? Welcome to the Blackout 5 Radio Network. My name is Iriton Longuri, and today's conversation over here is the legacy of colonization. But we're talking about the fact that how the legacy of colonization left Africans with the inferiority complex, seeing the white race as their savior. Going back to the fact that right now, Africa is the major thing really controlling Africa. First of all, is religion, right? Because I shared a video here of the former deputy president talking about the fact that they used to fake project launches. And after that, they knew nothing will be done because they said that, these citizens will always fall for anything that we say. Because in their minds, they do know that the African community has the mind of a child. That's what they say. But moving forward in that conversation, we do have here also the same conversation in regards to the legacy of colonization. Dr. Arikana Chihombori talking more about it.
Further ado, I'd like to welcome a person that
down Washington, D.C. to the presidents who are, how do I tell my granddaughter that you're black and beautiful, but the world tells her otherwise? The voices echoing her blackness as a symbol of everything undesirable are much, much louder. That even we black mothers, we come together, we can never drown those subliminal messages. They were all by design. Let me take you to the beginning. So certainly for Africa, your continent. Because as we gather here today, as we try to strategize, as we try to create those linkages between those Africans away from the continent and the Africans on the continent, we must understand, how did we get here? And for Africa, it starts with that monumental decision when the colonizers came together in Berlin in 1884. And let me say, prior to 1884, they were coming to Africa in a haphazard way. They had started with slavery. And then when they felt like they needed the slaves to stay on the continent, they say, oh, we no longer believe in slave trade. Let's stop. No. It was really just another way of saying the labor is needed on the continent. Let's keep the monkeys on the continent so we can continue to exploit.
That is so true. You have MLA saying right here on the comment that African elephants and rhinos were heavily decimated from European colonization, but now they're drastically recovering and repopulating. That's amazing. You're also saying, I've been reading that African elephants are recovering in population numerously. If they can recover, so can African people. I definitely am in concurrent with that.
So 1884, they met in Berlin to organize themselves so they can effectively loot from the monkeys. They did not meet in Berlin to see to it that Africa would prosper. No. Let me repeat. The colonizers met in order to see to it that your Africa, our Africa, and her children, not only on the continent, are forever defeated and dominated. That was 135 years ago. The manner in which they did it, they took out the map of Africa while the Africans were sleeping, minding their own business. Started to chop up your continent.
And there was no representative during this Berlin conference. There was no chief, there was no leader, there was no council of elders at all. It was the fate of our continent were decided by other group of races who are not Africans.
Tiny little countries that we see today. The bigger and more powerful a kingdom was, the more countries that came out of it. Not only more countries, but these countries were given to different colonizers who spoke different languages. Let me bring it home for a second. Pretend you're driving from Zambia, just speaking English. Pretty soon you're in Angola, just speaking Portuguese. Then DRC, French. Equatorial Guinea, Spanish. Southern Cameroon, French. Southern Cameroon, English. Northern Cameroon, French. You're now in Nigeria, English. Hello. These were the same people. Prior to 1884, we were powerful, amazing kingdoms with well-established educational and religious systems. If the truth be told, we had the civilization.
Yes, 100%. These are things that we're not taught in school. We are the originators of civilization. These are the things you should be hearing each and every day, even before you were born. You should definitely be knowing. We should have known we were the civilizers of everything that is happening right now. Technology, it's a fact. Mathematics, name it. Medicine. But we're not really taught that. What we're taught is the white race came to save us, and they taught us how to speak, how to birth, how to do stuff that we're doing right now. Is it that sad that our own true history, identity, has been hidden away from us for centuries?
We were the civilized. They were the devils, the uncivilized ones. They set out to take everything that symbolized civilization in Africa. To this day, they're still refusing to give up those relics. If those relics were not that good, why are you keeping them? We were way ahead of them in our civilization. they set out to destroy us. And Berlin Conference put the nail on that coffin. So they gave Djibouti the same sovereignty as the United States. They gave Burundi the same sovereignty as China. They gave Togo. You see, the EU realizes individual little countries, they can survive on the world stage. So they came together as the European Union. Now picture this now. So they cut up this Africa into the tiny little countries, small economies that could never survive on their own.
Yes,
But give them
yes. You said it right. The small, you can't survive as our own. But if we are a whole, as one continent, definitely that's the fun fact about it. We will just beat every other nation. That's a fact.
the same sovereignty as the big boys. So that
Our GDPs are so low because we are actually operating as little fragmentations of countries right now. But if we become like a whole continent, if we become one continent, all of us, I believe our GDP will definitely rise in a super exponential way. I definitely believe so.
way, when the little bitty countries go to the world stage for the purposes of development and discussing trade, they're wannabe boxers who are being thrown into the heavyweight boxing ring every day. How do you put China in the same boxing ring with Eswatini? Eswatini has 1.2 million people. China has 1.4 billion people. And you put them on the same stage and say, go at it, negotiate. Are you with me? Yes. This is insanity of the highest order. How have we allowed this carnage to go on? When Eswatini is thrown in the same boxing ring with China and Eswatini is collapsing before Eswatini even gets on the stage, the world says, oh, Eswatini, what's wrong with you? Why can't you take care of your people? But China came in and said, Eswatini, give me all your gold or else. And if Eswatini does not agree, they just go on next door to Lesotho and give Lesotho an extra $1. And if Lesotho doesn't take it, they just jump on to Togo, Central African Republic. It was all by design. 1884. They did something else in addition to chopping us up. They also set out to make the African believe that everything African was bad and undesirable, and everything Western, particularly French and British, was more desirable. We call that the legacy of colonization. Prior to that, they started long working on the slaves. Make them think everything about them, forget anything about Africa. Where you come from is a horrible place, diseased and dying people, constantly at war with themselves, uncivilized. Cut out any communications with them. You need to just know what we tell you. And we call that the legacy of slavery. So that way, you look at where we are today. 135 years later, a system that was put in place to see to it that Africa and her children are forever defeated, that Africa is forever exploited, remains in place today, alive and well. And we sit here and we ask ourselves, why isn't Africa moving forward? Why does Africa continue?
Because of the leaders we do have, the leaders who are actually in this position, as I said earlier, for their own common interest, the leaders who also are being controlled to actually continue to impoverish Africa. We don't have news and updates over here. I think I actually talked about this. But the fact that we are talking about the fact we should have one Africa, a united Africa, no boundaries at all. We do have Raila Odinga as the African leaders to remove visa restrictions for free continents. I'm going to share that right away to remove visa restrictions for free continental movement. So we do have Raila Odinga has called on African leaders to remove visa restrictions for Africans and open the skies to the continent's airlines, stating that the benefits of free movement outweighs visa revenue. Speaking at the International Conference on Africa's Democracy in Abuja, Nigeria, Odinga also emphasized the need to empower Africa's youth, noting they are the majority and key to achieving the continent's founding vision. Actually sounds okay. This is what he said. I joined the Honorable Caleb Mutfwanga and the Ambassador Arikana Chihombori in Abuja. I called on African leaders to remove visa restrictions for Africans and open the skies to our airlines. The benefits of free movement far outweighs visa revenues, as I read earlier. Africa's youth are the majority. It's their time to deliver the dreams of our founders. We must strengthen governance and unblock their potential. Really, really amazing stuff over here. I actually am in concurrent with this. But also, we do understand that the ODM leader is part of the government. So, what's really happening right now? How, like, what's really happening? It's a good course for redefining Africa, but what's happening literally right away? Also, before I wind up right away, we do have news and updates regarding the U.S. Embassy has directed visa applicants to list all social media usernames or handles of every platform they have used in the last 5 years on their application forms. Again, the US Embassy directs visa applicants to list all social media usernames or handles of every platform they have used in the last 5 years on their application forms. So this is what the U.S. Embassy of Nairobi says. Visa applicants are required to list all social media usernames or handles of every platform they have used from the last 5 years on the DS-160 visa application form. Applicants certify that the information in their visa application is true and correct before they sign. That's what's really happening right away. But family, thank you so much for joining us right away. How are you doing, Recreation? What's good? You're saying United Alkebalan. I definitely am in concurrent with that. General Mosquito, thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice to see you, Queen. How are you doing? And thank you so much, the one and only Emil A, for joining me right away this beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Remember, family, you can download our app on the Google Play Store. Stream on www.blackhotfirenetwork.com for amazing healthy supplements, apparel clothing with the Black Hot Fire Radio logo on it. We have to actually consume very healthy, natural foods. Remember that our immunity is super different. So you gotta feed your body with things which are in alignment with your immunity. We do have amazing supplements like of beetroot, ashwagandha, multivitamin. Also, we do have apparel clothing with the Black Hot Fire Radio logo on it. If you are using the iPhone or the computer, stream on www.blackhotfireradionetwork.com for amazing healthy supplement. Apparel clothing with the Black Hot Fire Radio logo on it. But before I wind up, remember we need to scrape off the inferiority complex mindset. We need to basically adapt our identity, walk in it unapologetically, and also we need to go back to understanding that we are royalty. We're not supposed to seek for a savior. It's in us. We were the originators of civilization. And we have to also understand that other nations cannot survive without the existence of Africa. But my name is Irton Lungora. That has been my time. I'm sending you so much love and light this beautiful afternoon. Have a fabulous, peaceful, productive, fun weekend. If you will, remember you are the change you need to see in the world. And as I was saying, if you have the computer or the laptop, stream on www The Black Hot Fat Radio Network will come for amazing healthy supplements, apparel clothing with a Black Hot Fat Radio logo on it. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take care and have a blast. Take care, family. But let's listen in to the health and benefits of the supplements you do have.
Unlock your full potential with Brain and Focus, a powerful supplement designed to boost mental clarity, enhance memory, and sharpen concentration. Made from a blend of scientifically proven ingredients like ginkgo biloba, omega-3, and essential vitamins, Brain and Focus is crafted to fuel your mind. Our process ensures maximum potency and effectiveness, delivering the perfect balance of brain-boosting nutrients. Take just one capsule daily, as prescribed by your healthcare provider, and feel the difference. Whether it's powering through your workday or staying sharp in life's challenges, Brain and Focus keeps you at the top of your game. Stay sharp, stay focused, and stay ahead with Brain and Focus. Brain and Focus, fuel your mind, achieve more. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
At a super affordable price. Thank you, Timely, for the ones who joined me super early right away live on TikTok. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But have a fabulous and glamorous weekend. Take care. Remember, you are the change you need to see in the world.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Here is Andrew Robinson, your Jamaican brother, all the way in Switzerland. And I'm reaching out to all of my brothers and sisters on the African continent. You're tuning into Black Hot Fire Radio, and
You're now listening to the best music. 1 hour of the hottest tracks and coolest mashups of the moment.
Feel the hits. Feel the freshness. Run. Can I get to see your body on my body, and I promise you I'll make you see such a different feeling when you put it on me now. Cool Johnny wanna share, jump to the motion. Baby, ladies, they could be my best. It's just feeling like the hour to me. Privacy and love. Yo salía con una partida tipo. Dalili, I'm going my wingu. Yo salía con una partida tipo.